Okay, so today's lesson is on graphing coordinates and lines. So, let's see. Where's my, okay. So when we look at the different parts of a Cartesian graph, we have different quadrants. So right here, this is called quadrant 1. Okay? This one is known as quadrant number 2. This one is quadrant number 3. And this one is quadrant number 4. Okay, we have our axis. So up here is the y-axis. So that's up and down. And then left to right is the x-axis. So the other important thing to know about the graph is the origin. So right here at point 0, 0 is the origin. Okay, and the origin is when x is 0 and y is 0. So, and over here it talks about ordered pairs, okay? So in every coordinate there's an x coordinate and a y coordinate. X is first, y is second. So x is first, y is second. So if I were to look at these examples right here, I could plot these on a graph. So the first one, A. So x is 2, y is 5. So x is 2, 1, 2, and y is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That right here would be known as point A. So now we can look at point B. It's x is 3, y is negative 1. So x is 3, 1, 2, 3, and y is negative 1. Okay, that'd be point B. Next, we have point C. X is negative 4, y is positive 7. So x negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and y is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here, I'll put a dot. 4 and 7. Okay, so that would be point C. And last one, D. X is negative 2, y is 6. So x is negative 2, 1, 2, and y is negative 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. So negative 2 and negative 6 right here, and that would be point D. Okay, so this is how you draw the points on the graph. So I'm just going to label this. This graph is called a Cartesian plane, and that's when you have the 4 quadrants. Okay, quadrant 1, that's when x and y are both positive. Okay, quadrant 2, x is negative, y coordinate is positive. Just think y is above ground. Okay, quadrant 3, okay, x is negative, y is negative, and quadrant 4, x is positive, but y is below ground, so it's negative. Okay, let's go, oh, just wanted to write this also. So when you have your x and y coordinate, x is left and right, y is up and down. Okay. Next, we have a table of values and the graphing lines. So the first one, we have the equation y equals 2x plus 3. So this form is called equation of a line. Alright, so when you're looking at the equation of a line, you have x coordinates and y coordinates. So first off, for x, I'm going to give you some values. I'm going to give you negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. Okay, so what you're going to do is we take this formula and we plug everything in for x. So the first one, 2 times negative 2 gives us, and I'm going to use the calculator here, okay? So we have 2 times negative 2 equals, and then we have to add 3, which gives us negative 1. So our y would be negative 1. So right here we did 2 times negative 2 plus 3. So our points here, when we think of x and y coordinates, x is negative 2, y is negative 1. The next one, we can fill in when x equals negative 1. So it's going to be 2 times negative 1 plus 3. So 2 times negative 1 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus 3 gives us positive 1. So our coordinates now, x is negative 1 and y is positive 1. Now we can go to the next one when x equals 0. Okay, so 2 times 0 and then plus 3. Well, 2 times 0 is 0, and 0 plus 3 is positive 3. So our x-coordinate was 0, and our y-coordinate was positive 3. Next one, we plug in x, and it equals 1. So we're going to have 2 times 1 plus 3. So 2 times 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 5. So our x-coordinate is 1, and our y-coordinate is 5. And last one here, we're going to plug in a 2. That goes in place of this x right here. So it's going to be 2 times 2 plus 3. Well, 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 plus 3 is 7. So when we fill in our points, x is 2, and y is 7. So now we can plot these points on the graph. So the first one, x was negative 2 and y was 1, so this one right here. Okay, so x is negative 2 and y is negative 1. We'll put a dot there. Next, x is negative 1, y is positive 1. So negative 1 and positive 1. Put a dot, so we did these two so far. Now we'll do the next one. X is 0, y is 3. X is 0, y is 3. 1, 2, 3. Put a dot. Next one, x is 1, y is 5. So x is 1, we go up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a dot. And last one, x is 2 and y is positive 7. So x is 2 and 7. Put a dot. Now this isn't going to look very good. I'm going to draw a line, but you would normally use a ruler for this. Yeah, this really looks awful. Okay. And the line would continue. Okay, so I really apologize for that. I don't know how to do a straight line on this with this equipment. Okay, so the second one. The reason why we're doing this is because these two lines, this line and this line, are going to intersect, but we need to see where they intersect. So let's do this next one. We're going to fill in this equation, but wherever x is, we're going to plug in the values of x. So I'm going to give you values of x's. So I'm going to say negative 4, negative 2, I'm counting by 2's, 0, 2, and positive 4. Okay, so I'm going to take this equation and we're going to figure out. So this is negative 1/2, and we're going to multiply it by x, but right now x is negative 4. Okay, so times it by negative 4, and then minus 1. So in your calculator, you could do 1 negative divided by 2 equals 0.5, times it by 4 negative equals, and then minus 1 equals positive 1. So when x is negative 4, this is positive 1. Oh, this right here should have been written on this line. Sorry about that. Okay, so now my point when x was negative 4, y was positive 1. So now let's go to the next one. We have negative 1/2. Oh, I'm going to do it in the appropriate line this time. Negative 1/2, now times it by negative 2. And then take away 1. So in our calculator, negative 1 divided by 2 equals 0.5. Times it by 2 negative equals, and then take away 1, gives us 0. So y is 0. So my points are negative 2 and 0. Next one, let's plug in 0 for x. So we're going to have negative 1/2 times 0 minus 1. Well, we know anything times 0 is 0, and then 0 take away 1 is negative 1. So my point when x is 0, y is negative 1. Next one, negative 1/2 times positive 2, take away 1. So we have negative 1 divided by 2 equals negative 1/2, times it by 2 equals negative 1. Take away 1 gives us negative 2. So when x is 2, y is negative 2. And last one, negative 2 times 4 minus 1. Let's plug it in. So negative 1 divided by 2 equals negative 1/2, times it by 4 equals, and then take away 1 gives us negative 3. So when x is 4, y is negative 3. So now we're going to plug these points in. Okay? So the first one, x is negative 4, y is positive 1. Put a dot. Next one, x is negative 2, y is 0. So negative 2, 0. Put a dot. Next one, x is 0, y is minus 1. Put a dot. The next one here, 2 and negative 2. So x is positive 2, y is negative 2. Put a dot. And last one, x is 4, y is negative 3. And put a dot. So once again, I'm going to try to draw this, but this really needs to be done with the ruler. Okay, that one was a lot better than my first one. Okay, so if we notice right here, okay, that is where the two lines intersect. So I would say x would be negative 1.5, and then down a half possibly, okay? But that is where the two lines intersect, and we're going to be getting into that more, okay? So that's the end of that lesson. Bye.